upon interpellation, I sincerely believe that Cassie Ong is withholding information regarding the operations of Lucky South 99, and I certainly believe that Ms. Cassandra Ong is heavily involved or a partner of Lucky South 99.
Nakakaduda na is it really you who is the majority stockholder of that corporation, or are you just acting as a front for somebody else in that corporation? Now, Ms. Ong, I hope you understand na why parang impossible to believe na from your answers kasi na hindi ka sure of this, hindi ka sure of that. No? And I'm sure significant amount yung ininvest mo. Tama po ba?
Okay lang po.
Kamusta naman ang lagay mo doon sa detention center? Pinapakain ka naman
Opo.
3 beses sa isang araw.
Opo.
Nananghali ka na.
Yes po.
Ngayon, anong tawag siya ng mga kaibigan mo? Anong palayaw mo, nickname mo?
Kasi po.
Kasi, okay. Kasi ang abogado mo po dito na kasama palagi si Atty. Topacio, hindi po ba?
Yes po, pero today po si attorney.
Okay. Ang tanong ko lang, paano mo nakilala itong si Atty. Topacio?
Hindi ko po siya totally kakilala. Nakita ko lang po siya sa sa social.
Sa social media.
Yes po.
So, Mr. Chair, paano mo na-contact si Atty. Topacio? Kasi pagdating mo dito, naalala mo, tinurn over ka muna sa NBI, hindi ba? May proseso kayo, tapos dinala ka na dito kaagad sa Congress. Pagka umaga, or the next day, I think, we had a hearing, nandun na kaagad si Topacio. So, kailan mo na-contact si Atty. Topacio?
Nakontak ko po si attorney. Nakuha ko yung email nila, yung Topacio Law Firm sa Google po.
Sa Google?
Yes po. Tapos in-email ko po sila.
So, kailan mo sinerch si Atty. Topacio sa Google? Nung nasa NBI ka o nandito ka na sa detention center?
Nung panahon na in-email ko siya is around like last month, June? June po.
Last month. Kinontrata mo na si Atty. Topacio last month, hindi ka pa nahuhuli dun sa...
Hindi po kinontrata. Nag-email lang po.
Nag-email ka
Wala
lang?
pong, walang engagement.
So, ibig mo sabihin na gratis amortis itong libre, itong pag-aabogado ni Atty. Topacio sa'yo?
Hindi po siya libre. Nag-down payment po ako nung time na nasa MBI po ako.
So, nung panahon nung nasa NBI ka, sigurado ka kasi na ikaw ang nagbigay ng pera o baka naman may nag-contact kay Atty. Topacio, binigay sa'yo na abogado si Atty. Topacio at sila ang nag-down payment?
Hindi po. Sigurado po ako po yung nag-contact sa kanya, ako din po nagbayad sa kanya.
Mr. Chair, kasi bakit mo naman naisipan na si Atty. Topacio ang kukunin mong abogado?
Nakita ko siya sa internet, magaling, tapos matapang po.
Sigurado ka walang nag-recommendar sa'yo kay Atty. Topacio na ayun ang kukunin mo?
Sigurado po.
Okay. Dito tayo kasi. Sabi mo, ikaw ay pinanganak sa San Juan, hindi po ba?
Yes po.
Doon ka lumaki. Sa San Juan.
Sa Binondo po.
Hindi. Ang San Juan, magkaiba sa Binondo.
Pinanganak po ako sa San Juan.
Pero doon ka na lumaki sa Binondo.
Tama po.
Saan ka nag-aral?
Hindi po ako nakapag-aral.
Hindi ka nakapag-aral?
Nag-aral po, pero hindi po nakapagtapos.
Hanggang high school, nakatapos ka ba ng high school?
Pwedeng hindi ko na po muna sagutin.
Anyway, hindi ka rin nakadating ng college. Okay, wag mo na sagutin yon. Tinatanong ko lang yon dahil ako ay namamangha dito sa mga reports na ikaw ay magaling pala sa negosyo. So, if somebody is really good in business, she must have a very good educational background, hindi po ba? Kasi may mga lumabas sa mga artikulo na ikaw ay magaling sa negosyo. In fact, meron kang milk tea shop sa San Juan. Ano?
Hindi po.
Walang katotohanan to. Sa Angeles, Pampanga, meron kang binuksan na isang aesthetic center.
Opo.
Kailan mo ito binuksan?
Hindi ko po matandaan yung exact year.
Anyway, ito wala kang kasosyo, sa iyo lang to. Itong aesthetic center sa Pampanga, Angeles, wala kang kasosyo, may kasosyo ka rito.
Pwedeng hindi ko po siya sagutin. Kasi hindi naman po siya related.
Walang problema yon.
Maraming
ka pang,
salamat po.
ibang negosyo. Sabi nga sa artikulo, ikaw bata ka pa lang, nagninegosyo ka na, marami kang negosyo, and then meron ka ring isang cafe restaurant sa resort doon, hindi po ba?
Meron po.
Ayun ba ay nag-ooperate pa hanggang ngayon?
Yes po.
Okay, dito tayo sa pagpasok mo ng Lucky South 99. Kailan ka ba nag-apply doon sa Lucky South 99?
Nag-apply po regarding saan po?
Nagtrabaho ka sa Lucky South 99, hindi ba?
Sa papers po.
Okay, paano ka napasok doon? Pwede mong ikwento dito sa komitiba, paano ka napasok sa Lucky South 99? I mean, mananrabaho ka, hindi ba? Hindi naman basta-bastang ikaw ba'y kinuha ng Lucky South 99 o nag-apply ka doon?
Nung una po, sa amin po yung Lucky South 99 nung una po.
Sa inyo?
Opo, sa akin. Sa amin.
Sa iyo yung sa Lucky South 99.
Nung una po. Nung una po, yes po.
But according to Stephanie, nauna po si Stephanie magtrabaho doon sa Lucky South 99 and then nagpa-interview ka doon sa Lucky South 99 at nag-apply ka.
May I know po kung kailan po ako nag-apply at sino po nag-interview sa akin?
Oo.
Opo.
Sino ba nag-interview sa iyo?
Hindi, pwede kong malaman kung sino po yung tinutukoy na nag-interview sa akin nung panahon.
Hindi mo na rin isasagutin. O dito po tayo sa big boss mo. Hindi mo naman ma-explicar dito, hindi mo na ipapaliwanag dito paano ka napasok sa Lucky South 99. Pero as per record, nauna sa iyo si Stephanie, sumunod ka, and then eventually, ito ang nangyari po ay nung nakapasok ka na ng Lucky South 99, naging personal translator ka ng big boss ninyo na si Duan Renew, hindi po ba?
Ninong ko po siya.
Ninong,
Opo.
paano mo nakilala si Duan Renew? Woo!
Best friend po siya ng mami ko.
Best friend ng mami
Yes.
mo. Kailan po sila nagka-best friend ng mami mo? Paano po sila nagkakilala ng best na ni Duan Renew at ng mami mo?
Po?
Paano sila nagkakilala? Sabi mo kanina, Mr. Chair, kasi kaya ka napasok dun sa Lucky South dahil best friend ng mama mo si Duan Renew. Duan Renew, for the information of everyone, is the big boss of Lucky South 99. Paano naging best friend yung mama mo at saka ano?
Sa
Gaano na
China-
sila katagal magkakilala?
Sa China pa lang po, magkakilala na sila kasi sa China po pinanganak ang mom ko. She's a Chinese po.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So doon nagkakilala ang mama mo sa China. At
Opo.
sa Duan Renew.
Yes.
Then
Isang city
eventually-
lang po sila.
So, ibig mong sabihin, dahil ninong mo siya, ang mama mo ang nagpapasok sa'yo doon kay Duan Renew?
No po. Kinontak po ako ng ninong ko kung pwede po akong tumulong sa kanya kasi hindi po siya marunong mag-Tagalog and mag-English po.
Okay, correct. So, yun na nga ang unang tanong ko. Balik tayo sa unang tanong na hindi mo siguro nadinig. Ikaw ay naging personal translator na Duan Renew. Wu pala. Hindi po ba?
Pwede din po.
Ha?
Pwede din po.
Ay, hindi pwedeng sagot mo pwede din po. You became the translator, personal translator of the big boss of Lucky South 19, Mr. Duan Renew. Yes or no?
Yes? I think.
Hindi naman mahirap sagutin yun. Wala namang masama doon sasagutin that you became a personal translator. Sa pagiging personal translator mo, Mr. Chair, kasi, naging palagi kang kasama ni Mr. Duan Renew. Hindi po ba?
Yes po, nung una.
So, naging constant companion ka ni Duan Renew. Hindi po ba?
If needed lang naman. Not always.
Well, according to the testimony of some of the resource person, during the last hearing, wala ka pa, sinabi nila, naging personal translator ka, and because of your job, palagi kang kasama, constant companion.
Again po, pag kailangan lang po, tsaka ako sumasama.
And in fact, itong sunod ko na tanong, dahil palagi kang kasama, personal translator, kaya hindi marunong magsalita ng Tagalog yung sa Duan Renew, sa dami ng transaksyon, totoo po ba ikaw ay tumira doon sa bahay o kung saan nakatira si Duan Renew?
Yes po.
Saan po yun? Saan po yung tinirahan yung bahay na kasama niyo si Duan Renew?
Nung una po, kung saan po yung office. Tapos po, nung
Saan
huli,
po ba yung office na yun?
I think around sa Friendship Highway lang, pero hindi ko sure yung
Sa
address.
Pampanga pa rin?
Yes po.
Okay. So, ilang taon po kayong nakatira doon ni Duan Renew? Wu pala.
I think since since pumunta na ako doon na po ako nakatira. But sometimes umuwi din naman po ako sa Binondo.
So 2019 ka nagsimula magtrabaho kay Duan Renew, hindi po ba?
Yes po.
Okay, so 2019 magkasama na kayo, doon ka tumira. Sino po ba ang kasama ninyo sa tirahan ni Duan Renew?
Kami lang.
Kayo lang, dalawa.
Sa bahay po. But
bahay nga.
meron po kaming staff po.
Okay. So totoo po talaga na dahil ka nakatira ka na doon, totoo po talaga pala yung testimonya ng yung dating resource person po dito na palagi kayong magkasama.
Iisang bahay po pero hindi po lagi magkasama.
Hindi, paano naman nangyari yun? Magkasama kayo sa isang bahay, tapos sabi mo, hindi kayo palaging kasama, paggising mo, nandun na yung Duan Renew.
Yes po.
Pag natulog kayo, nandun na rin yung Duan Renew. So halos araw-araw. Kasi sabi mo, as per your statement, doon ka nakatira, so araw-araw kayo nagkikita ni Duan Renew, hindi po ba?
Hindi araw-araw nagkikita. Iisang bahay po kami. Pero may sariling lakad po siya. May sariling lakad din po ako. So sometimes, hindi po kami nagkikita sa isang bahay. Kahit magkasama po kami sa isang bahay.
May tanong po ako,
Opo.
Mr. Chair. Sana ay wag po kayong magagalit, ano?
Yes po.
Sana wag mong masamain ito, no?
Yes po.
Pero hindi natin maalis sa pag-iisip ng mga tao. You're living in one roof.
Mm.
You are a woman. Duan Renew sa man. Ang tanong ko po, wala ba kayong relasyon ni Mr. Duan Renew?
Wala po.
Kasi alam mo, na yung mga kasama mo sa trabaho dito, na nakausap namin, nauna po si Stephanie sa inyo, Mascareñas, magtrabaho, hindi po ba? Pero pagdating ho ninyo, you became very close to Duan Renwu. And eventually, si Stephanie Mascareñas, medyo naalis, hindi po ba? Pagpasok nyo, after a few months, nawala na si Stephanie.
Hindi po totoo yan. Alam niya po sa sarili niyan.
Well, anyway, that's a word of yours against hers, no? But anyway, yun ang tinestify niya dito. Ngayon, pagkawala ni Stephanie, Mascareñas, you started to become powerful dun sa Lucky South 99. Naging confidante ka ni Mr. Duan Renew to the point na ginawa kang incorporator, to the point na ginawa kang yung mga cheque nilagay na sa mga pangalan mo, to the point na ikaw na po ang nagdidesisyon ng mga lahat ng galaw, lahat ng mga gawain doon sa Lucky South 99, hindi po ba?
Correction lang po. Nag-invest din po ako doon. Naglabas po ako ng money for that po.
Magkano naman po ang ininvest ninyo doon?
Pwedeng hindi ko po sabihin. Medyo, it's private po eh.
Pagpalagay po natin, ballpark figure lang, nasa 1 million, nasa 100 million, nasa 500
Pwedeng hindi ko po
million.
sabihin.
So ilang porsyento po kayo doon?
Saan po? Which company po?
Yung Lucky South 99.
Yung Lucky South 99, nung una, maliit lang po. Pero po, again, hindi po ako naging incorporator po ng Lucky South.
So anyway, doon sa investment mo,
Yes po.
paano ho ang, kasi investment yan.
Yes.
A person invest in a business, ang objective ay para kumita. So I'm sure na almost 5 to 6 years, doon ka sa Lucky South 99, sabi mo nag-invest ka, so gaano ang dividendo ninyo or yung income mo nung doon sa investment mo, ilang beses ka binibigyan sa isang taon?
Pwedeng hindi ko muna i-disclose po yan.
Well, but we have to
Pasensya
assume,
na po.
we have to assume that you were earning a substantial amount because yung operations ng Lucky South 99 ay napakalaki. No? In fact, the assets, everything, malaki po. Dito po tayo sa meron nung ni-raid sa Porac, Pampanga na yung mansion complex. Alam niyo yon, di ba?
Yes
yung
po.
merong mga villas, yung may lake, tapos may villa sa gitna.
Yes po.
As per record po, lumalabas yata na sa inyo po yon.
Opo. Lahat ng investment namin, lahat ng kinita po namin nasa Pilipinas po.
Hindi, tinatanong ko lang. Sige, wala na. Tinatanong ko lang, sa iyo yun, gaano kalaki po yun?
Opo. I think 3 hectares po.
3 hectares.
2 to 3 hectares.
Sa tingin mo, magkano na ang halaga nun?
Hindi ko po sigurado.
Sa tingin ko po at saka sa assessment ng ibang ahensya po, nagkakahalaga po ng 2.5 billion pesos ho yun. 2.5 billion pesos. Napakalaking halaga for a 24-year-old. So, yun po ang isang mga katanungan po dito sa komitiba na lumalabas. You have ikangang kumita ka talaga na malaki doon sa operations ng Lucky South 99.
Again,
To have that investment of 2.5 billion pesos, malaki ho ang kinita nyo sa Lucky South 99. And it just shows, Mr. Chair, that Cassie is heavily involved in the operations of Lucky South 99. The fact the fact that her name appears in the several documents, the fact that she has amassed several billions of pesos of properties just shows that she is really part owner of Lucky South 99. Hindi po ba?
Wala po akong kinalaman sa operational ng Lucky South 99. Again, nagpapaupa lamang po kami at wala na po. Maliban sa paupa, wala po akong kinalaman sa Lucky South 99 or any POGO or operational ng POGO po.
Okay, doon po tayo kasi, Mr. Chair, nagpapaupa lang kayo sa Lucky South 99.
Opo.
Magkano bang upa ng Lucky South 99?
500 per square meter.
Ilang square meters yun?
Sa bahay po yun. Yung bahay is 3 hectares, around 2 to 3 hectares po.
Ano klaruhin natin? Ano bang pinaparentalan mo? Yung sa Porac, Pampanga o yung sa
Porac,
mansion
Pampanga
complex?
po.
Yung sa mansion complex?
Hindi po. Iba po yung mansion, iba po yung office po.
Okay, yung sa office, ilang hectares yun? Ilang square meters?
Yung sa office, I think, nasa 7 hectares.
7 hectares?
Pwede ko po i-double check.
That's the land area. Kung 7 hectares, 7
Pero yung mismong, ano po, i-check ko po para sigurado.
Ano yung 500 per square meter? Every month ba yun o yearly?
Per month.
Per month? Aba, sa 7 hectares, 70,000 square meters times 500, that's 35 million.
I-double check ko po kung gaano kalaki po yung building mismo.
Hindi, yun na yung sinabi mo. So you're,
Opo, yung lot,
35
yung
million.
lot po is 7 hectares po.
Kayo
I
pa
think-
ba may-ari nun, nung 7 hectares na yon?
Hindi po. Sa Cruz family po.
Eh paano, ikaw, bakit ikaw ang nagpaparenta nun? Sa Cruz family pala yun.
Meron po kaming kontrata na may nangyari lang po. Pero as of now, hindi pa po siya sa amin.
So ano ang kontrata ni Sasa nakasaad doon sa kontrata ninyo?
Contract to sell po. Kaso nagkaroon lang ng konting problema. Ayun po yung hinahawakan ni...
Contract to sell.
Yes po. Ayun po yung hinahawakan ni...
So, ilan taong ka nagpaparenta niyang lupa na yun na 7 hectares? Ilan taon?
Bali, nag-start po siya sa maliit na... Bali, may phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 po siya. After kumita ng phase 1 po, tsaka lang binild yung phase 2. Tapos after kumita ng phase 2, tsaka lang nag-build yung phase 3 po.
Okay.
Opo.
Yung lupa,
Lahat po yan mache-check
yung
po.
lupa kay Cruz family, pero yung kontrata ng lease, yung lease contract, sa'yo, it's between you and Lucky South 99. Ganun
Yes.
po ba? Ngayon, binabayaran ka ng Lucky South 99 ng rental. Binibigyan mo ba yung Cruz family?
Nag-i-installment po kami. Ang usapan po namin with their father, si Roberto Cruz, installment po ang lupa.
Pero hanggang ngayon, di pa nyo nababayaran.
Nagkaroon lang ng konting problema. Ayun po yung kasong hinahawakan ni Attorney Harry Roque po.
Alam mo, kasi
Opo.
sa tingin ko lang at saka sa isipan ng mga tao dito, hindi po kami naniniwala na hindi ka involved dun sa Lucky South 99. Kasi kung nagpaparenta lang po kayo ng lupa, hindi ka kikita ng bilyon doon. Tatanda ka na lang tatanda, hindi ka kikita ng bilyon. But the fact that you're able to purchase a land worth 2.5 billion pesos, hindi lang rental po ang kinikita ninyo doon. You are part owner and probably meron ka talagang dividendo doon. Yung lupa pa ba sa mansion na complex, nasa pangalan mo?
Nasa pangalan po ng corporation po.
Na pag-aari mo?
Opo.
Mr. Chair, I have no further questions, but upon interpellation, I sincerely believe that Cassie Ong is withholding information regarding the operations of Lucky South 99, and I certainly believe that Ms. Cassandra Ong is heavily involved or a partner of Lucky South 99.
Okay, sige, Cassie, are you aware of the
Na-explain
WPP?
na po ng
Sige.
lawyer ko po.
Ano sabi?
Ah,
Na-explain na sa'yo?
Yes po, in-explain
so ano
niya po
masasabi mo sa WPP that under Republic Act 6981? So, kasi yung waiver na binigay mo sa amin, tapos withhold mo, so, kung hindi mo na siya itutuloy, at hindi na natin malalaman yung mga sinasabi namin about doon sa mga bank transactions that you have issued, then, basically, mapupunta na talaga sa korte lahat yun. So, you will not have any opportunity anymore to enter into our WPP. With regards to Section 4, with regards to Section 4. Doon naman sa DOJ, they have also the process of entering the WPP. Pero we are giving you the opportunity, the fastest way, no? Here. Kasi in aid of legislation kami. But of course, certain lawyers, no, law firm, siyempre gusto nila mahabang proseso sa korte. Di ba? You know that. Because, may bayad ng lawyers eh. Di ba? Dito, mabilis yung proseso namin. And once you enter the WPP, no, if we see that your revelation entails that amount of being under the program, then mamimitigate yung mga kaso that will be
again, Mr.
filed
Chair.
against you. Sige, go ahead.
Hindi ko po sinasarado yung pag-waive ko po. Again, sinain ko po siya that night nung binigay po ni Comsec po sa akin.
Okay.
Hindi po ako nagdalawang isip. Pero dahil nga po finalan nila ako ng kaso, I just want to, like, para maging protected din sa sarili ko.
But you have to remember, yung filing ng kaso sa iyo, it's a for preliminary investigation. So ngayon, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Cassie, kasi sa dami-dami naman na pumasok na pera doon sa Whirlwind, saka sa Lucky South. So sino mga nare-remember mo that you issued check na mga kilalang personalidad?
Wala po.
Wala ka
Sa
na-issuean?
pagkakaalala. Wala po.
Sa pagkakaalala mo. So may nakakalimutan ka pa?
Hindi po. I mean, sa pagkakaalala ko po, wala po.
You're under oath.
Yes po. Kaya nga
Ah.
po, sa pagkakaalala ko po,
Sa
wala po.
pagkakaalala mo.
Opo.
Alam mo, magandang sagot yan eh. Kasi kapag na-corner ka naman, sasabihin mo, ay, naku, nakalimutan ko kasi yun. Di ba?
Hindi po.
Di ba?
Ang alam ko po, wala po.
Wala kang naalala na politiko, senador, gobernador, mayor, congressman.
Wala po. Wala po.
Wala.
Wala po.
Okay, cash. Yung binigay mong cash.
Saan po?
Sa mga tao sa likod ng Pogo.
Connected sa Pogo po.
Oo, yes.
Again, Mr. Chair,
Wala din.
hindi po ako
Ang nagbibigay.
operational ng Pogo.
Okay, so we're trying to make it sure, no? Kasi, ha? Ayan, sabi ni Chairman Ako, talaga. Alam mo kasi, Kasi,
Kindly wrap up.
we wanted to help you, no? Kasi 58% yung ownership mo ng Willwind. And when you issued a transmission of money to PAGCOR amounting to more than $500,000, including the $50,000 cash, no? Medyo questionable na sa amin yun eh. Kasi siyempre, for a young businesswoman as you are, no? Parang yung paghahawak mo ng ganung malaking pera, medyo mag-iisip kami kung talagang galing sa'yo. Or, sino nagbigay sa'yo ng ganung kalaking pera?
Regarding naman sa PAGCOR payments po, hindi po siya galing sa amin at hindi po siya galing sa Whirlwind. Galing po siya sa Lucky South.
Correct. Lucky South.
Sa renter, yeah.
Yes, Lucky South 99, di
Yes,
ba?
galing sa mga
So-
okay lang po i-explain ko.
Yes, sige, go ahead.
Oo.
Kasi ito yung in-issue mong
Yes po. That's why nandyan po yung pangalan ko po. Ako po yung authorized po ng Lucky South para magbayad po niyan.
Yes, correct.
Opo.
So ngayon,
Yung pera na po yan, hindi ko po in-issue from my own. Hindi din po siya galing sa corporation po namin.
wait. In-issue mo tong $200,000 sa account number 340-403-7632. Yan yung sa PAGCOR Dollar Fund. At in-issue, ito naman ang galing sa iyo, Catherine Ong, Lucky South Outsourcing Incorporated, OGL 23-1102. Tapos, andito yung account number. So, kaninong pera yon?
Yung pera po yun, galing po sa Lucky South.
Na ikaw ang nag-issue.
Na ako po yung nagbayad.
Sige, kaya nga, wire transfer.
Hindi po siya transfer.
Binayad mo ng cash?
Yes po, sa Land Bank po. Ayan po yung resibo po.
Yeah, ikaw nagbayad ng cash sa land bank.
Yes po.
So, dinala mo yung pera na $200,000 sa land bank para payment sa PAGCOR.
Opo.
At sino nagbigay sa iyo ng $200,000?
Si Mr. Cheng po.
Si
Yung assistant ni Mr. Cheng.
Ching.
C-H-E-N-G. Ayun ang alam ko kasi Chinese eh.
Okay. Alright.
Pwede interject lang si
Ay, okay, sige, go ahead, Congressman.
Paduano.
Ano lang po, Miss Cassie. Kasi, kanina pa po naririnig ko that you are not involved in Lucky South 999 operation. But inadmit mo po that during your visit in PAGCOR to settle the accounts of Lucky South 999 with Harry Roque, bakit ikaw? Di ba sabi mo kanina, you're not involved in the operation of Lucky South 999? Then, all of a sudden, you represent Lucky South 999 sa PAGCOR na alam mo, pogong pinag-usapan doon, not the sublease agreement, not the sale of the property in which ang claim mo is real property lang kayo. And you've said na hindi ka involved sa Pogo. But now, you're confirming that you represent Lucky South 999 to settle the account of a Pogo licensee, which is Lucky South 999, doon sa PAGCOR. Napaka-inconsistent po.
Hindi po.
Bakit hindi?
Nagbayad lang po ako at nag-present para sa Lucky South 99.
Ayun ang problema.
Pero po, okay lang po magsalita po?
Yeah, tapos
Pero
mo.
po, hindi po ako, wala po akong kinalaman.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry. We cannot allow this kind of attitude from Ms. Ong. Allow the members to finish their question, okay? Masyado kang pa-cute eh.
Hindi po. Pasensya na rin po.
So let it be a reminder to you, Miss Cassie, na patapusin mo munang magtanong ang ating mga membro bago ka sumagot.
Okay po. Pasensya na po.
Please proceed, Congressman
Lastly,
Paduano.
And address the chair, Mr. Chair. Ask her, direct her to address the chair.
And address the chair. Na pagsasagot ka, address the chair bago ka sumagot. Okay?
Okay po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Let it be put on record that Kasiong is lying because inconsistent po yung sinasabi niya kanina. Nakikinig lang po ako, is not representing Lucky South 999, but here comes the payment of accounts. Siya po ang bumayad. Kahit sabihin mo pa po, hindi mo pera from Chen, but still, you represent Lucky South 99 in PAGCOR to settle that account. That's on record. At pag dinay mo, you're lying na.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. Please proceed, Congressman Fernandez.
Okay, Cassie, etong there was an issue between you and Mr. Dennis Cunanan with regards to the $500,000 that supposedly Mr. Harry Roque told us that you gave to Dennis Cunanan. What's the truth about this?
Ang ano po dyan is, ang sabi po ni Dennis Cunanan is, naloko po siya.
Pero nagbigay ka ng $500,000 kay Dennis Cunanan? Because Dennis Cunanan was denying under oath that he received $500,000 from you.
I think hindi po. Ano,
Nagbigay ka ba o hindi?
nagbigay po pero Hindi po buong 500 po.
Magkano binigay mo?
I-double check ko po.
Mr. Chairman,
Cassandra, panay ka check ha.
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi mo matatandaan yung ganong kalaking pera, 500,000 or $400,000 na ibinigay mo kay Dennis Cunanan? Personal mo bang binigay yung 500,000? Sabihin na natin $400,000. Personal mo bang binigay kay Dennis Cunanan yung 400,000 or whatever price is that? Whatever amount is that? Personal ba o hindi?
Yes po.
Personal. Binigay mo sa kanya. So, kung binigay mo yung almost $500,000 kay Dennis Cunanan, so ibig sabihin, nagsisinungaling si Dennis Cunanan.
Mr. Chair, hindi po isahan yan.
Yes, no matter what. So, basta nagbigay ka ng almost 500,000 kay Dennis Cunanan. Nagbigay ka.
Hindi ko po alam yung amount, pero nagbigay po, pero hindi isahan po.
Okay, is Dennis Cunanan here?
Yes, yes, he's here. Kindly wrap up your question,
Yes, I'm
Congressman
about to
Fernandez.
be done, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Dennis Cunanan, so you were denying the $500,000, and according to Miss Miss Cassie, Cassandra, nagbigay siya sa'yo ng $500,000 or less than $500,000. Ano ba totoo dito, Mr. Dennis Cunanan?
Your Honors, we will stand by our statement that we didn't get that. Whatever the reason for their action, I suppose they just wanted to get a payment plan with PAGCOR, which eventually they were able to settle with PAGCOR. So I suppose, Your Honors, on that aspect of the fund that they were talking about, nothing was missing with the government agency, and I suppose that is something that they have to deal with me personally, and we will act on it based on how it is being presented, Your Honors. Because as far as we are concerned, since that time on until this point in time, nothing legal have been happened on our part. We were even being asked support to help them with their reapplication for registration. So if that thing happened, I suppose they will not even call back on me and ask for support, particular to their re-registration,
Were you able
reapplication
to-
for registration.
Yeah, okay. Were you able to hear what she just said on this committee regarding the $500,000 that you misuse the money of $500,000? Is that correct, Cassie?
Ang pagkakaalam ko po is parang naloko po siya.
Naloko ka daw.
Opo, pero hindi, ang alam ko po is hindi po.
But you are denying that you accepted money from Cassie Ong.
Yes, Your Honor, because we don't deal directly.
So
Your
in other
Honors.
words, Mr. Chairman, somebody is lying between the two. Maliwanag na maliwanag. May nagsisinungaling sa inyong dalawa. Hindi namin malaman kung ikaw o si Cassie.
Your Honors, if I may, when I was working for them as their liaison, particular to their application for registration, we did. We helped them facilitate their fees with PAGCOR, and these were properly documented. That's why they got their license.
Okay, thank you. Cassie, meron ka bang what you call this acknowledgement, receipt that you have given him the staggered amount of $500,000?
Mr. Chair, bali, naging witnesses lang po ako noong mga panahon na yon.
Naging
Pero-
what? Naging what?
Naging witness
Mr.
lang
Chair.
po. Pero,
Point of order.
Yes, sir.
What is the point of order of Congressman Akop?
The resource person has not been recognized by the chair and she is answering.
Yeah,
That's the rule that I stated this morning, Mr. Chair, that before a resource person can answer or say anything, he must ask permission
okay.
from the chair.
Attorney, can you please advise your client for the last time that she has to first be recognized by the chair, second, address the chair before she replies to any question propounded by the member. Okay, thank you. Last warning.
So again, Cassie, I will repeat my question. Do you have an acknowledgement receipt regarding the your giving the staggered payments to Mr. Dennis Cunanan?
pwede na po.
You ask permission.
Pwede.
Mr. Chair, you
Mr.
always
Chair,
say
You
pwede na
always
po.
say Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Sige, sagutin mo siya and then you say, Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
sagutin mo siya.
Okay po. Pasensya na po.
Mr. Chair, always
Yes po.
start with your statement with Mr. Chair. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chair, bali po, naging witnesses lang po ako nung mga panahon na yon na to prove na parang na ako lang, tawag doon, dumaan po talaga yung money kay Mr. Dennis Cunanan po.
Hindi, what do you mean by witnesses? I mean, naging witness ka. Pero ang sabi mo kanina, ibinigay mo staggered yung pera. So paano ka naging witness sa isang bagay na pagbibigay mo? Sinong...
Bali
I can't
po-
get it. I cannot get it.
Mr. Chair, pwede mo po magsabi. Mr. Chair, bali po, may ibang tao nag-aabot sa kanya, nandun lang po ako.
Is this true, Mr. Dennis Cunanan?
Again, Your Honors, whatever were entrusted to us at that time were properly documented and were properly, because they will not have their license if we haven't done our part and our role. So whatever the transactions that went through with them internally, by the time I was out, wala na po akong alam doon sa mga nangyari.
Mr. Chair, quick manifestation. Mr. Cunanan is not being responsive to the Honorable Dan Fernandez because he was asking for a confirmation if it is true that Cassandra Ong was only witnessing the handing of money to Dennis Cunanan.
No, ma'am.
So it is
Your
not
Honors,
true.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, kung naging witness ka lang, Cassie, nung pagbibigay ng pera kay Dennis Cunanan,
Mr. Chair, it was denied already by Mr. Dennis Cunanan. With all due respect.
Mr. Chairman,
okay, all right.
Mr. Chairman,
Sige.
if, with the indulgence of Congressman, again, let me put in record that, again, he's lying. Ms. Cassie is lying because a while ago, he said, while Dennis Cunanan is not present during the time, she said that he gave the money to Dennis Cunanan. And now, sinasabi niya na naman na witness lang daw siya. Again, she represents Lucky South 999 paying such amount to Dennis Cunanan. And of course, Dennis Cunanan is now refuting that. But if Cassie Ong will stand on that statement, she's lying. Dalawa na po. Dalawang instant na. Nung una, sabi niya, real estate lang, wala siyang pakialam sa operation ng Lucky South 999. Nagpag-core sila. Then, eto na naman, kay Dennis Cunanan. Sinabi niya kanina, nandito tayo lahat. You check the record. Sabi mo, binigay mo kay Dennis Cunanan yung pera. Now, you're telling us again, bago na naman na you're just a witness. So you're lying. Just for the record, Mr. Chairman. Dalawa na yan.
Thank you.
Pag pangatlo, baka mapilitan ako that I will move to cite you again in contempt. Pinagbigyan ka na po nung nakaraan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. Congressman Fernandez,
And as a
please
matter of
wrap
fact,
up.
this will be my last question. And as a matter of fact, Miss Cassandra Ong, no, we have to remind you to be truthful. We've been very, very lenient with you. And we hope that you will try to answer all the questions truthfully. Otherwise, this committee, again, will cite you in contempt. As a matter of fact, the reason why we withdraw you being cited in contempt, because you agreed that you will sign the waiver. And unfortunately, hindi mo itinuloy and you were still thinking about it. And we might think also that we will be citing you in contempt if ever that you continue to lie. We hope, Miss Cassandra Ong, you will come to your own senses and try to help this Quadcom. Because, unfortunately, parang napapansin namin na nagiging complacent ka with the treatment that we are giving to you. Don't. Please. Because the reason why we tried to be lenient, because you are so young and we don't want you to be put in jail with that age. And accordingly, kapag nag-file na yung mga victims ng human trafficking, we are telling you, walang bail yan. Right away, ikukulong ka. So, Mr. Chair, I want to give to Ms. Cassandra Leong this Republic Act number 6981 para for her to contemplate while she's in our custody. Kasi, basahin mo mabuti to. We are helping you. Huwag kang maniwala sa mga lawyer mo. Daily lamang ang gusto ng mga yan. And I mean, let's face it. They want to prolong your cases. Why? Of course. We know that. Kaya si Atty. Topacio, alam mo yan si Atty. Topacio, ayun, ang daming banat kay Congressman Abante. Ang daming banat kay Jinky Luistro. Ang daming banat sa akin lingkod. So, it's our time to get even, no? Alam mo, pahabain niya ang kaso para at least makuha lahat ng pera mo.
Okay. Sige. Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. The next to interpolate is Congressman Keith Flores. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ms. Casiong, I just want to be clarified on certain matters, specifically about Whirlwind and Lucky South 99. You testified earlier that you are 50% owner of Whirlwind Corporation. Tama po ba?
58 po, Mr. Chair.
58%. Okay, ang 58% na to, how much po ang binigay nyo or binayad nyo for the shares of stock representing 58% of Whirlwind Corporation?
Mr. Chair, pwedeng hindi ko po sagutin yan.
At bakit naman po?
For privacy lang po.
Well, you know, you have to understand that Whirlwind Corporation is involved in a very serious investigation with regards to the Pogo incident. Tama po ba, di ba? And that's why we want to find out also, since you are the majority stockholder, how much you put into that corporation. And that's why I think the question is also important for you to answer.
Pasensya na po. I invoke. Pasensya na po, Mr. Chair.
Sige po. I'll let it go for the meantime. No? Pabalikan ko yan. Now, ang Whirlwind naman po ang may-ari ng mga buildings in that Pogo Hub. Tama?
Yes po, yung
Kayo po ang
buildings po.
nagpagawa, no? Kasi?
Kami
Ang
po.
Whirlwind ang nagpa-construct
Whirlwind
ng
po, opo.
structures na yun. Now, in the construction of these buildings, na numbering about 45 buildings, no? How much ang nagastos ng Whirlwind Corporation?
We'll double check it po, Mr. Chair.
You being the majority stockholder does not know how much you spent for the 46 buildings? At least a ballpark figure man lang?
Mr. Chair, na 3 times, bali, nung una pinatayo is phase 1 po, tapos sumunod yung phase 2 and phase 3 po.
Okay nga. So give me a ballpark figure for phase 1. Sabihin natin. Magkano ang ginastos niyo?
Ida-double check ko po, Mr.
No,
Chair.
give me a ballpark figure. You're the majority stockholder. It's impossible na hindi mo alam anong ginastos nyo.
Yes po, pero i-double
Yes?
check, i-double check ko po, Mr. Chair, for
So
that.
wala kang
Balikan ko po
idea?
kayo.
Magkano ang ginastos nyo?
Yung exact amount po, Mr. Chair,
Ballpark
wala po.
nga eh. Hindi nga exact amount.
Double check ko po, Mr. Chair.
Double check pa rin.
Opo.
Okay, sige. Nakadalawa ka na, ah. Okay. How about Lucky South 99? Are you a stockholder of Lucky South 99?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Hindi. But sometimes you are the authorized representative of Lucky South 99. Tama?
Yes po.
Tama. Now, are you going to maintain that Lucky South 99 and Whirlwind Corporation are two separate and distinct entities?
May I explain po, Mr. Chair?
Sige.
Nung una po, yung Lucky South and Whirlwind po is isa lang po.
Okay.
Pero po, nung huli, naibenta mo na po si Lucky South.
And when did that happen, Ms. Ong?
Last year po.
Last year lang nabenta.
Opo.
So from 2019 to 2023, they were one and the same.
Yes po.
So one and the same.
Pero hindi siya totally different owners po, Mr.
Different
Chair.
owners but
Pero
one and the
po,
same.
Parang
I'm confused. Again, Ms. Ong.
Way back 2019, nauna po si Lucky South po, Mr. Chair.
Nauna si Lucky South.
Opo, Mr. Chair. Tapos nung huli po, tsaka nagkaroon ng Whirlwind po, Mr. Chair.
So same owners ang Whirlwind Corporation and Lucky South?
Yes po, nung una po, Mr.
Nung
Chair.
una?
Opo.
So you were also an owner of Lucky South 99, kung ganun man. Because
Opo,
you're
nung
the
una.
majority stockholder of Whirlwind.
Yes po.
But you
Nung una.
you just testified earlier that hindi ka part of Lucky South 99.
Hindi po ako part po ng POGO operational, Mr. Chair.
Wait. Hinihiwalay mo ang Lucky South 99 sa Pogo operations? Ano?
Kasi Mr. Chair, si Lucky South, pinaparental lang po talaga niya sa mga POGO po.
Okay. So let me get this straight, ha? Whirlwind rents it out to Lucky South 99, tama?
Yes po.
Okay. And Lucky South rents it out to somebody else.
Yes, to the Chinese po.
Okay. But then you said earlier that Lucky South and Whirlwind are one and the same. So you meaning you're renting it to yourself?
Konsultahin ko lang po yung abogado ko.
No.
kung paano po
You
yun.
answer it. I mean, ikaw yung may-ari, majority stockholder ng Whirlwind. Ikaw din yung stockholder ng Lucky South 99. At hindi mo alam na you're just renting it from each other, na you're saying na it's one and the same?
Different owner po kasi sila.
You just said earlier na it's one and the same.
It's one and the same po nung una. Pero, ido-double check ko po.
Double check na naman. Parang lumaki ka ba sa farm? Hindi. Anyway, again, just listen to your lawyer first. Go ahead. Advice.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. Is the lawyer advising the speaker, or is he dictating the answers?
The lawyer is just advising his client of her rights, Your Honor. So please do not coach your client, only advise her of her rights. Thank you. Please proceed, Congressman Keith.
Okay, Sandrong, are you ready with your answer po? Sige.
Mr. Chair, point of, I guess maybe perhaps a suggestion, Mr. Chair, because we've been here since 9 o'clock in the morning, and I think every time there's a hard question asked of Ms. Ong, she would, before answering, she would consult and double check and consult her lawyer, and it takes time for the lawyer to advise Ms. Ong. Maybe we can set, I think, seconds kasi certain mga 30 seconds or what? Kasi kung ganyan naman po, pag 3 minutes, magtatagal ho tayo dito. And we're not extending that courtesy to all our resource persons. We have to be fair also. So I would suggest, Mr. Chair, we just limit the consultation to 30 seconds.
Please limit the consultation to 30 seconds. Okay, please proceed, Congressman Keith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sometimes, Ms. Ong, kasi when we make up stories and it becomes more confusing, it makes it more difficult to answer. Mas dali po kasi kung mas simple yung, if the facts are straight, then it's also easier to answer it. Now, Ms. Ong, do you remember if Whirlwind Corporation, in putting up those buildings, obtained a loan from any bank?
Pwede pa kayo ulit po yung question.
Nag-secure ba ng loan ang Whirlwind Corporation sa pagpatayo ng structures na yon from any bank or financial institutions?
No po.
Wala. So, pera lang ng Whirlwind Corporation.
Opo.
So, from the estimates of the buildings, Ms. Ong, aabot daw sa estimates ng PAOK ng up to 5 billion ba yun ang sinabi? 5 or 6 billion ang cost ng assessed value ng buildings that were put in. Ang sinasabi mo ba sa committee ito, may ganun na amount, liquid amount, no? Ang Whirlwind Corporation in putting up those structures?
Mr. Chair, bali po nung una is kinita lang din po. Tapos, pinatayo lang po yung phase 1 po. Tapos, unti-unti, after kumita ng phase 1, ayun po yung time na
Okay.
tinayo yung phase 2 po.
So kung sinabi mong kumita ng ganun kalaki, I'm sure you will also have taxes to show that this is the income of Whirlwind Corporation. Tama ba?
We'll double check it po.
Double check again. So hindi mo alam kung magkano ang income ng Whirlwind Corporation na kumita siya ng ganun nga amount to finance on its own the structures that were built in that place.
Hindi ko po kasi sigurado yung amount eh.
What are you sure of, Ms. Ong? Ano bang yung alam mo? Being the majority stockholder of Whirlwind Corporation, is there anything na you're sure of?
Ang alam ko lang po kasi yung total amount, hindi ko po siya sure. Pero basta po, pinarent out ng Whirlwind to them is 500.
Okay nga. The computation ni Congressman Johnny kanina, it's about 35 million a month. 35 million a month times 12 months, that's about 350 plus 70, 420 million. Billions yung structures na nandun eh.
Ang Whirlwind Corporation po is 2019 pa lang po.
Kaya nga.
Opo.
So you will have the BIR receipts or taxes that will show na ito yung kinita nyo at itong binayad yung mga buwis. Tama po ba?
Ipatanong ko po sa nag-aasikaso
Okay, can
po
we
niyan.
secure that na lang, Ms. Ong, in your next appearance siguro? Pabigay sa'yo yung documents na yan?
Okay po.
Okay, now, and also, yung how much yung ininvest mo initially with that corporation? Now, Ms. Ong, I hope you understand na why parang impossible to believe na from your answers kasi na hindi ka sure of this, hindi ka sure of that. No? And I'm sure significant amount yung ininvest mo. Tama po ba? Dito sa corporation na to. Seryosong amount.
Opo.
Oh, di ba? So now, for someone to invest something like that and not know how the corporation is being run, not know how the corporation is spending their money, not know how much the income is of the corporation, parang nakakaduda eh na is it really you who is the majority stockholder of that corporation or are you just acting as a front for somebody else in that corporation? So these questions naturally come into mind because of how you've been giving your answers. No, I hope you understand na next time po, siguro, I know the frustration of some of the members here na wala kaming nakukuhang parang matinong answers from you eh. No, and if somebody would really force the issue and make a motion, I would be more than inclined to support it. Thank you, Mr. Chair.